Today I'm going to show you how to make a cardboard template for your coil, your smooth coil pot. Now your smooth coil pots need to be at least 8 inches tall. So what I would suggest is if you take a ruler with your piece of cardboard and measure 8 inches from the bottom and make a mark on your cardboard just so you can see how tall your piece needs to go. The maximum width that you're going to be able to draw or have your pot be maximum width would be 3.5 inches. So you're going to need to go ahead and mark that out as well. So on your cardboard you can have the maximum height as well as the maximum width. Now for your sketch, it's kind of up to you on the shape that you want to design, but you need to have all the parts of a base and it cannot exceed those points at any given time. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start at the top, and I'm going to draw my lip and neck, and then I'm going to come out with my pot and draw my body, keeping in mind the height as well as the maximum width allowance. I'm going to go down and draw it with a Sharpie. That way you can see your lines. And then just smooth everything out. So that's going to be my shape of my pot when I coil build it. So the next step that you're going to do is actually cut it out. Now cutting out cardboard's a little tough. The first few parts are a little easy. You just cut along your lines. Stay on the inside edge of your Sharpie line. And when you can't cut really anymore, go ahead and cut straight down on your piece and pull that piece away. And then go back and cut a little bit closer if you're having trouble getting next to your line. And when you get to the next part, I find it's easier to cut a straight line too, and then come and cut. So you're cutting away a little piece at a time. It makes it much easier to cut out your cardboard, plus it gives you a smoother design, a smoother edge. Now that you have your cardboard template cut out, we need to go and reinforce this edge, and we're actually going to put masking tape. It's actually going to, one, reinforce your template, and two, it's going to soften your template so that it doesn't make cutout marks on your piece when you're trying to measure it out to make sure it fits the guidelines. So I'm just going to take some pieces of masking tape and start from the bottom. And the idea is to get half on one side, half on the other side. It doesn't have to be ultimately perfect, so don't worry too much, but you do want it to be as smooth as possible. And you're just going to press your tape. And you're going to continue going all the way down your piece. You can always rip off the little extra pieces too. So I'm going to get another piece of tape. Match it up. Sometimes you have to do it this way. Steep curves are a little tricky. Sometimes you have to do it in smaller amounts. So we'll go ahead and do it in a smaller amount. And then the last step, always, 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 write your name and your hour on your template. That way yours doesn't get mixed up with somebody else's and you don't have to make it over again.